great yellow sun is reflecting in your deep blue eyes. The day has begun. You spin around, you laugh to yourself, and I see you shine in every color, resting your head in my arms. You sing la la la. Laughing all day. We spin around, your hand reaches mine. Feels like I can't do anything, just give me a mountain to climb. You sing la 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 la. My God, I think I might be in love. Get rid of all your sorrows in the summer city. You'll never feel alone. Good morning. Hi, Jeanette. How are you? Auburn. Where is that near? Where is Auburn at? Is that like Central California? Because I'm way at the south end of Southern California, like right by the border. You might hear some noise in the background, and that is me printing some more pages from the February bonus printable from Kendra's card challenges, because I didn't prepare ahead of time, of course. So you may have seen on a live stream I did a live hop with Kendra's card challenges. I did the first 6 cards, and I don't know where they're at right now, but they're here somewhere. So I figured, well, I might as well just use those 6 cards as part of my entry for June's entry. Here they are, I think. Yeah. Here's the ones I made on that live. Let me show you. So I'm printing a couple more pages to do, I don't know, just a few more. Let me see if I can get 2 more pages printed here to get the rest of the cards done. Let me go print, current page, because I'm not printing the whole thing. I don't want to print all the pages because I don't need all the pages. Guys, can you hear me? I want to make sure you can hear me. Oh, by Reno. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm right by the border. Like I can see, basically, if I stand in the back of my house is kind of sloped a little bit. If I stand there, I can probably see, maybe not from here, maybe from a block further south. I could see the Mexican border. But yeah, I'm super close. Hi, Reagan. How are you? Okay, you can hear. Okay, so these were the first that I made. The first 6 cards I made from using the February bonus printable, and that was the hop we did. I want to say not this weekend that just passed, but the weekend before. I'll put a link afterwards. Of course, I didn't think ahead of time and add the link. That's just the norm for me, apparently. So I'm printing a few pages, and let me see if I can print one more. So I can get my computer to play nice with me today. So the reason I didn't prep this morning is because I have been going to the Y for exercise. Um, oh, good. You can make your cards. Good. You can get your entry in for June. Oh, good for you. So I've been going to the local Y, um, and the Y, one of the Ys is like maybe a 5-minute drive for me. It's super close. I could walk there if I wanted to. If I wanted to, don't want to. So that one has more limited classes, and I love being in the water. I love swimming. So I decided, you know what, I'm just going to look for classes at one of the other Ys that's close enough for me to drive to. So I looked yesterday online, and Monday through Friday, they have classes at a Y in Chula Vista, which is a 15-minute drive for me. That's a suburb of San Diego. So super close to my mom's house, by the way. So my plan is to go every morning. So the classes at that one are at 7:30 in the morning, I believe. I believe all week. I wrote it down so I would know. They're at, come on, you can do this, Yvette. Oh, so they're at 7:30 on Monday and Wednesday, and then Tuesday and Friday they're at 10:30, and then Thursday I'll go to the one here close to me that's a 5-minute drive, and that one's at 8 o'clock. So all in the morning. So, and then they'll have some chair yoga classes after that I thought, oh, maybe I can, after I finish with my aquafit classes, I can join those. So that's what I did. The class was at 7:30 this morning, and it was until 7:30 to 8:15. But then, you gotta shower, get changed, and drive home. And I got here 5 minutes till 9. So then I was just scrambling like a crazy person to get here and get live. I thought about rescheduling my lives, but you know what? No, I'm not going to do that. I've already cut one live off during the week, so I'm not going to do that to you guys. So Mondays, I'll be like rushing in Monday mornings because I'll be going to my class and then coming here. So yeah, I'm glad I can at least see the comments in StreamYard today, because last week they just weren't showing. I mean, uh, I don't know what was going on, but I wasn't seeing them. And it could have been, my internet, which is always fun. So I finished sketches 1 through 6. So I figure I'm just gonna cut papers for the rest. And because I kind of cut like only for 6 sketches, I didn't really follow the cutting guide. So I kind of gonna do the same thing here. I'm not gonna necessarily follow the cutting guide itself, but follow the sketches as far as the paper sizes. And because when you print the bonus printables, you get, like most of them are like this, a full sheet of that pattern. So I have more than enough paper to do this. So I just printed a few from that bonus printable, guys. And again, not prepared. I'll try and link to that. I'll try and remember to link to that after I'm done here. Because I'm going to go, I have to go to Michael's because I realized I need some those photo storage boxes, because when I donated cards last year, that's what I donated them in. I gave them all away. So I need some more to store my cards as I make them. So my, you know, cards that I do on my channel or for design teams and such things. I did move around a lot of things in my craft room again yesterday because I just, I don't know, I wasn't happy with where I had everything. That'll happen when you're organizing. You'll kind of sit with it for a minute and then realize that's not going to work, and you shift it around and sit with it again until you kind of find something that works, at least for a while. We started to get the frame up on the pegboard. We should finish that today, and then I can add all my things to my pegboard. Um, I'm going to get one more of those like cube things from Michael's that's to store 12 by 12 paper, um, to store the papers I'm going to keep. So yeah, they'll store, I think they have 12 shelves. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 11. Well, yeah, 11. It has 11 slots to put paper in. So I need another one since I decided when I bought the storage sleeves that that's what I was going to limit myself to on 12 by 12 pattern paper, and there's 24 packs. So I need another cube so that I can just, that'll be what I store my pattern paper in. And then I have one cube for my 12 by 12 solid cardstock. I also have um, some 12 by 12 that I get from the Cardstock Shop. And I've been getting paper from them recently, and it's just, I love their paper, by the way. Wonderful. I'll put a link to their store. You know what? I should write down what I'm going to put a link to because Yvette forgets. Yvette forgets. My old boss, he's hilarious. He teased me. So one day, so I was the executive assistant to the governing board and the superintendent for a school district. And so I would have to go to the board meetings, take minutes of the board meetings and so forth. And every year, we would do a longer board meeting, 2 longer board meetings. One where we did all the recognition of students, you know, the any students that had perfect attendance from kinder through 6, students that got the Masonic Award, a lot of different awards. And then there was one for staff, for retiring staff, for teacher of the year, for classified employee of the year, and all those things. So one year we were at a board meeting, and you know, people are retiring, and people would go and speak on their behalf. And one person was retiring, and she was such a sweetheart. I loved her. But when the superintendent was a director before he became superintendent, he was a director. His assistant, his admin assistant, was retiring. The one that was his admin assistant at that time. What did I write? I combined Kendra's and Patreon. Um, and what else did I say? Kendra's Patreon, 12 by 12 Cardstock Shop, something else. I said something else, guys, and I don't remember. Oh, the link to the my live where I made cards 1 through 6. So at this board meeting, you know, he was speaking on her behalf, you know, thanking her for her service to the district. And you know, he made a comment where he said, mind you, I'm his assistant and I'm taking minutes. And he says, you know, she was the best assistant I've ever had. She always gave me post-it notes to remind me of what I needed to do. As soon as he said it, the board members all looked up at him, looked over at me. Cabinet looked up at him, looked over at me. I stopped what I was doing, looked up at him, and I thought, I'm gonna get you for that one. I mean, I thought it was hilarious. She was a wonderful assistant. She was wonderful at her job, but it was like, you can't say that in front of your current assistant, guy. Come on. So the next morning, I got to work before he did, and the night before, after the board meeting, I got home and I wrote out, it must have been 100 post-it notes. And I stuck them all over his office, you know, on his, I opened the cabinet doors and I put a post-it that said, close cabinet door, and one on his monitor, turn on computer, and, you know, one on his desk drawer, close drawer. I'll post-its everywhere of reminders. So he walks in and, you know, my office is next to his. He has to go through my office to get to his. I just hear this laugh, like this loud, boisterous laugh. And I walked in and I said, "What's so funny?" And he's like, you know, you're the best assistant I've ever had. You know, I would. I was like, dude, I'm okay. I know what was happening. It's okay. But I just, I don't want you to feel like I don't give you enough post-it notes. So from now on, you're gonna have post-it notes when you least expect them. And he just thought it was hilarious. So that was our little running joke. Every once in a while, I'd throw some post-it notes in his office, and he thought it was hilarious. He was a wonderful boss. He's retired now, but he was amazing. Okay, so I'm gonna trim this down to fit card sketch number 7. Yeah, it was hilarious. Everybody, even you, the cabinet gave him a hard time. Board members gave him a hard time. It was just like, did you say that? Oh, poor Yvette. What? Oh my goodness. And I was like, guys, it's okay. I'm okay. I promise. But we thought it was funny. Okay. And we laughed about it for years. When he retired, I think I gave him a pack of Post-its. So we had fun with it. Um, oh, hi. Hi, Liz. How are you, my friend? I haven't seen you in a while. You walk around and work on. Oh, love, that's just watching the 22-month-old is a workout on its own. Like when my daughter was living here, my daughter, my son-in-law, and 2 of my grandbabies, I would help with the babies, and let's see, they're 4 and 1 right now. And oh man, I would it was a workout. And what's funny is, um, oh, I should have cut it this way. Yeah, I have more paper. Um, then when she only moved out a few months ago, but when she moved out, she asked me to babysit one day. I don't remember for what. And I was like, yeah, no problem. I've watched them before and it's not a big deal. Guys, if you don't babysit for a while, like you get tired. You lose your muscle memory on babysitting things. And the 1-year-old, of course, is more active and running all over the place. It was just like, oh my God, you guys, please. Okay. So let me see. I really liked having this as a background on some of my cards. Let's see. I want to do the same here. 1/4 by 5. Okay. Maybe not. Maybe I'll do polka dots on the bottom, on this bottom portion. So I'm going to cut this piece here. So, I mean, he was an amazing boss. He was so good to me. When I'll never forget, when my dad passed away. When I got the phone call, I was at work, and 1 3/4. Um, I walked into his office, and he was in the middle of a cabinet meeting. And I'm never interrupted his cabinet meetings. So when I knocked on the door, he kind of thought, oh, that's weird. But I walked in and I told him, I have to go home. I said, my dad just died. And he was like, okay, well, you're not driving home. I said, yes, I am. I have to go. I have to go to my mom. And I was just like, I have to go. I have to go. I have to go. And he's like, no, you're not driving. And he called my good friend. She worked there with me and tells her, Debbie, you need to take Yvette home. We're not going to let her drive. Her dad just passed away, and there's no way she can drive home like this. And in my brain, I was like, yes, I can. I can drive. I can drive. I'm so glad he did that for me because I don't think I could have driven at that point. So he took care of me. He took care of me. Okay. So I'm going to go with just making one card at a time today, guys, and see how many I get through because, you know, I want to go a little slower today. I'm like feeling after swimming, I feel super relaxed, super, super relaxed. And that's what I'm feeling right now. Oh, I can only imagine. We had my second oldest uh, granddaughter graduated from high school. My one, two, the fourth grandchild graduated from or promoted from elementary school. We also had birthdays, and it's just been, and we've had a lot going on in our family. So I understand that life gets crazy. Daycare is hard around here to get. Um, it's expensive around here. I'm going to tell you right now. Um, my daughter was basically if she would have sent the kids to daycare instead of me watching them, she'd be working just to pay daycare because um, even if you go with a home daycare, a private daycare, it would run her about $400 a week per child. I was like, that's a mortgage payment when you add it up for the month. So I mean, and then she was right at that cusp of she made, I think, about $20 too much to qualify for any subsidized childcare. And I was like, this is insanity. So yeah, I was childcare. And my kids tease me about it because when I retired, I said, I am not retiring to take care of kids. That is not what I'm going to do. I'm just going to enjoy my retirement. I am not watching kids. And I watch kids more often than not. But I don't mind it. They're my babies. They're my babies and I love them. Okay, let's see what I can use as my matte layer for that. Maybe I'll use a lavender since this is pink and blue. Do I not have any lavender? Oh no. I have like a dark purple. That's white. Oh no. This is my better. I must have used it all. Yeah, see, I had some. This is the better cardstock. I know I have lavender in the not as great quality cardstock. Oh, here's some. Yeah, I'll use that. So yeah, I'm daycare. And if something happens, my my grandson, so on Friday, on Friday we celebrated Father's Day. So all the kids came over. They did a barbecue. They grilled for dad, and we did they put a screen out in the backyard. We had a movie night. It was fun. It was lots of fun. So I think I cut this too wide. I did definitely cut it too wide. So my daughter tells my grandson in the morning before dropping him off to daycare, and this is my oldest daughter, and she was lucky enough to get a subsidized daycare because otherwise there's no affording it. So why do I have extra? Did I cut it wrong again? 1 1/4? I bet I did. I sure did. I'll cut another piece. I have another piece here, I'm sure. So before dropping him off to daycare, she tells him, "Oh, baby, we're gonna go to grandma's house tonight." Well, he wanted to go to grandma's house then and there. Like she should have mentioned that. She calls me in the morning and says, "Oh my God, mom, this child is crying because he wants to go to your house and he doesn't want to get ready to go to daycare and blah, blah, blah." So I get him on the phone because he likes to FaceTime with grandma. And I tell him, "Baby, what if grandma picks you up from school?" And he said, "Okay." So he went off to daycare, but I did have to pick him up from his daycare on Friday. And I got there and he was, he was still napping. So they kind of woke him up and told him, "Grandma's here." So he jumped right up. And my husband went with me. He got out of work a little early and went with me. And it was just hilarious because um, he was just so excited to come to grandma's house. I don't know why. It's not that fun at grandma's house. But he was here, and then no sooner did I get here than my youngest daughter got here with her kids and her husband. So, and she has um, the 1 and the 4-year-old. So it's the right group of kiddos. So, the cousins show up, and he was just so happy, so happy. So he got to play, and he got to come to grandma's house, and Then, the rest of the kids and the grandkids showed up, and they all they section off into their little groups. So the teenagers all stick in one group, the 11, 8, 11, and 12-year-old go off in another group, and then the babies, the 4, 3, 2, and 1-year-old go off in another group and play, which is fun to watch. But we had a lot of fun. My husband had fun. He enjoyed it. And then we, gave them their gifts, all the dads their gifts. So my son and my sons-in-law got them. And it is sons-in-law, guys. My daughter and I have this thing with grammatical errors. And one of the things and I know it shouldn't bug me. I mean, it is what it is. But it's like I want to correct people. I don't correct people, but I want to tell them, no, you're saying it wrong. With daughter-in-law and son-in-law or mother-in-law or whatever, when you're saying multiples of them, it's sons-in-law, daughters-in-law. Hold on. Thank you. I like having the colored panels here. They make it easy to get to. And I'm working on number 7 right now, my friend. And so the easiest way, because I got corrected in school it wasn't me, it was a friend of mine got corrected in school when she said mother-in-laws. So the teacher said, no, it's not multiple laws, it's multiple mothers. So, mothers-in-law or brothers-in-law. And so that's how I remember it. And so my sons-in-law, they were all here, minus one. One didn't make it. He was working, I think. But we had so much fun. Like, I love when all the kids gather together. I just love watching my adult children have fun, and they just hang out together, and watching my grandkids hang out together. Let's see what I'm going to put across here. Maybe more lavender. Now it has that strip across. This one. I think I might do more lavender. Tie that in. Is that 1/2 inch? Yeah. So, I mean, it's fun. It's fun when my family is all gathered. Okay, 7. Run it across there. Now, I did print one of the pages. I have a mess here. That had these, cute little, what are they called? They're not regular cows. There's a specific name for them, and I can't think of it. Anybody know what they're called? Anybody? Hi, Jana. How are you, my friend? I can't remember. Yeah, grandbabies are super active. The 1-year-old was starting to feel under the weather, and so she just wanted grandma. So she would just come up to me and say, "Grandma, uppy, uppy." And so I would pick her up and hold her, and then she demands where I take her and outside, outside, inside, mama, dada, and tells me all the things she wants. And my one of my granddaughters, who's 18, she is wonderful with children. All the little kids love her. They just love her. But for some reason, the 1-year-old was not having it. Like, she would go up to her to, say, "Hey, I'll hold you. Let grandma rest. I'll hold you." And she would just like grab onto me and cling onto me. No, no, no. So I don't know what it was, but that's it. Highland cows. You guys are so smart. Oh, you're welcome, my friend. Sometimes I get talking and I forget what I'm doing. So this sketch has 3 circles. So a cluster of 3 objects, it says. So I think, these little cows are so cute. I think I'll cut that one out. Let me see if I can cut it with a punch instead of my die machine. Probably not. I don't think I have a punch big enough. I don't think I have a punch big enough. Maybe Maybe I do. Let's see. I'm telling you, I moved all kinds of stuff around in here because I had to move stuff out of my way to work on that pegboard too. I'll use this little cow here. Now this is part of what I like about bonus printables. You don't have to print the whole thing. You can just go back and print what you want. This one's too big actually, or what you need. I'm just going to cut this one. I don't need the outline. So I have this punch here. Let's see. That's not terrible. That'll work. Now what do I do with my trash can, you guys? I moved it. There it is. So yeah, it's fun to have the grandbabies around. I love having them around. All right, let me get some more. Maybe some holographic. I have a holographic piece here to make another circle. See, a lot of times I'm lazy to get my die cut machine or my die, what are they called? The plates out. And I'll just try and make do with punches if I can. Okay, so I have that size punch. Let's see, I have another one here. Is this one bigger, smaller? Is this one the same? This one's the same. This one. I think I had a bigger one than this. I thought I had a bigger one than this. I guess not. Maybe not. Did not. Okay. And then let's see, what other scrap I have here that I could use? Maybe some pink. Should I add black? Let me see if I have black. Could add a black circle. Let me see what that looks like. Oh, that flew. Oh, no, you know what I need to add? I need a sentiment on there. Let me grab, I know I had extras of the bonus printable from June that had sentiments. What did I do with them? Maybe not. Maybe not. Oh my. Maybe not. I thought I had extras. I hope, you know what, my grandkids probably got to them because they were in here. The littles, when they were here on Friday, they were here. Let me show you. They got a hold of my blending brushes. And then, of course, they wanted to do ink blending. So I brought out like my extra ink pads. And they're all like a mess now. Because, of course, the 1-year-old just grabs it with the ink pad open, has ink everywhere. Look, everywhere. So I got to clean these up before I put them back away, which I will do. I will do. I just haven't gotten. There's some more. I just couldn't grab them. I think there was like 3 or 4 more. Okay, let me print that June printable. Let me print that page real quick. So I'm going to go over to, I already have it downloaded, so I just have to find where I saved it. I usually keep a folder. And there it is. Okay, I'm going to print this. And I have to make sure. Sometimes my printer pulls from the wrong tray, so I always have to make sure. Even though I set a default tray, it sometimes pulls from the wrong one. Okay. Here I go. I'm going to print that. Okay. So we'll see that. Okay, in the meantime, I can add this to my card base. In a way, that'll be done. And June is actually not one of our busy months in our family because we don't have any June birthdays. None of our grandkids have a June birthday or a July birthday. No J birthdays of our grandkids. There's no January, June, or July birthdays. There's other members of my family. For example, my sister's a July birthday. Um, my niece is a January birthday. But like they're not super busy months, which I'm grateful for because then I get a break. The only thing is in June is the graduations, and Father's Day is, I don't mind celebrating Father's Day. The graduations, oh, I don't like going to graduations. They take forever. I don't know why they have to make them so long. At that point, the kids are done, the parents are done. Nobody wants to be there for 3 hours. Nobody. We didn't print the round page or the round sentiment, sorry. But, luckily, last year my granddaughter's high school graduation was, I think it was like 2.5, almost 3 hours long. This year, this graduation, I think was about 1.5 hours, so it wasn't terrible. Hey, Froggy, how are you, my friend? That is the February bonus printable from Kendra's card challenges. So when I'm done here, I have my list running of links. So I'll link to Kendra's Patreon, and I forget which level gets all the bonus printables. I think VIP gets all of them. All access gets a year, maybe a year back, something like that. But I'll link to her Patreon. Oh, thank you, my friend. Oh, I didn't even realize she was live. I'm telling you, thanks for joining, by the way. I'm gonna have to go back and watch her live. I was and welcome, Stephanie. I was at the Y swimming in a aquafit class this morning. Good morning, Desta. I haven't seen you in a while, my friend. How are you doing? You fell asleep at your graduation? Oh my goodness. It's because they're so boring. I Yeah, sweet and short is how I like it. There you go, Jana. So official, all access, and VIP get the bonus printables. And you have March, June, July, August, and September for grandkids, man, and November for kids. So I have, let's see, February, I have my mom, a grandchild, a son-in-law. March, granddaughter, my mother-in-law. Uh, uh, is that another? No, not another son-in-law. April, granddaughter. It was my dad's birthday, and then a son-in-law. And what's funny is my son-in-law, my oldest daughter's partner, has the same birthday as my dad. I've done that. I've done that where I'll have my tablet going and my laptop going and my phone going so I can watch multiple people. I do the same thing. I don't want to miss. I don't want to miss any of the fun. Okay, so let's see. Let's do. Let's go in with this cow and my holographic. Let's do. I like Hey Sunshine. I am gonna have to use a die for this though because my punch is too small for this one, I think. Well, I'll figure it out. And then I'm still organizing my dies. I'm still going through all my stuff, you guys, for my D-stash. I went through some of my 6x6 paper pads yesterday, and I filled up 2 of those medium flat rate boxes from the post office. And I'm not done. I'm not done going through my papers. And I filled up 2. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to, like, when I do my boxes to sell, I'll have them with lots of different goodies. So I'll have paper and embellishments and stamps and dies and all the things so that there's a good variety. But I'm still kind of going bit by bit through everything. And I showed my husband, I was so proud of myself. I said, look how much I'm getting rid of. And he looked at me and I was like, what's wrong? And he's like, no, nothing. Good. Good for you. I'm glad you're getting rid of it. And then he kind of looked at me and I said, oh, oh, you're worried about all the money I spent. And he just looks at me and I said, babe, I used what I could. I'm not going to buy more. I'm just kind of trying to get through this stuff. He just laughs. He says, okay. And I said, besides, somebody else will get some joy out of these goodies because they're just sitting here in my craft room, not being used. And it's to me, it's a waste, a complete waste. Okay, get this die cut. I'm only going to get one card done today, guys. I guarantee it. I'm taking so long. Why are you not feeding? Oh, because I don't have these even. Sorry. What is going on? Oh no, don't tell me my machine's broken. Let's try something. Oh, I'm sad. It's not. Oh, ha ha. It's too thick. I have 2 magnetic sheets there. Oh, that's why. The machine's just protecting itself. Just protecting itself. That's all. Let me readjust. Get my little sandwich done right. That would have been sad. And I still have drawers to go through in the garage. Like I have my old Big Shot. Now, if I can get that in a flat rate box, I'll put that for D-stash too. If not, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Just don't know. Oh, I cut it a little off. It's okay. Stop being picky. Let's stop. Okay. All right. Move this over to the side, and then I can finally get one done. I need some new of those magnetic sheets because I'm getting fuzzies on my die cuts. Okay. So I can do, hey, sunshine. I'm going to do my little cow up here and this right here. Right? That looks okay, right? I'll go behind that and put it there. Oh. And I do want to make sure I get my June entry done. Like last month, I was all looking for my pictures, trying to figure out why don't I have my cards in here to upload to the link party. It's because I hadn't done any. And it was like the day before the deadline to upload. So I frantically made my set. And I got it done. But I don't want to be frantically making another set. So I figured I might as well just get busy doing some stuff. Put this underneath. Okay. Oh, I was going to add peel off here. If I could remember what I did with my peel offs. Aha! Found it. Goodness gracious. I think I might just use, do I have any lavender? This is what takes me so long to get a card done, you guys. I just can't. Ooh, I'll do that silver. Or a mirror. It's kind of like a mirror. Because I start to do something and then it's like, oh, I want to do it this way. Oh, I want to do it that way. Let's see if this piece is long enough. Please be long enough. Ah, too short. All right, I'll get a full strip. Full strip, full strip. Ah. All right. Okay. Cut it with my scissors. Yesterday I was looking for my craft knife. I turned this room upside down. I was like, I know I always keep it here, and it wasn't there. And I thought, where did I move it to? Yeah, I loaned it to my daughter. I forgot. I need to ask her to bring it back. Yay! There's number 7, guys. Number 7. And I don't know where my plastic sleeve is for number 7. Nope. Don't know. And I don't have any water here. I need to drink water. I'm going to have to get some as soon as we're done. All right. Can I get number 8 done? Oh, that's number 2. Where's my sketches for? Oh, here. Number 8. Okay, it's just, okay, I can do this. I can do this. Let's be fast. Let's see if I can be faster. My grandkids, when they're driving with grandpa, they'll say, faster, grandpa, faster. And my husband doesn't actually go faster. He just makes like speed car noises. And he goes, I think he's going faster. So I'm like, okay, have fun. Okay, 5 in a quarter. I mean, the things grandparents do for our grandkids. I think I'm sillier with my grandkids than I was with my kids. It's just more fun. Okay, so then I'm using the pattern paper as the background layer here, by the way. So then I need paper B, which is going to be 5 1/4 by 1 inch. What do I want? Polka dots? Do I do the polka dots? No. Do I do the blue? I like the blue. So this one's going to be 5 1/4 by 1 inch. Trim this white edge off. So I'll get my 1 inch done. Do 5 1/4. Add that on there. And what I'm going to do, instead of layering, I'm going to add peel-offs there. You see how there's a layer here? I'm going to just add peel-offs. That'll look like it's my matte layer. Okay. And I'm going to have to cut a big circle, so we'll see what I do there. Peel-offs. I'm going to race, guys, to get this done in 15 minutes. And let me check the chat. I haven't done that in a minute. Kermit the Frog. Sure it is. Yeah. I just like watch and usually mute. Multiple person. You guys were talking about multiple personalities over with Alicia? No, never. I'm never going to buy more. Ever. Maybe not. He knows I'll buy more, but I told him, some of the papers I'm giving away, you guys, are things I got from design teams. So like when I was on Cat Scrappiness design team, I have a ton of paper pads that I'm just not going to use anymore. I have too many. So those, I told them, look, these didn't cost me anything. So. Oh yeah, I stopped with the birthday sun. I have them all year, except for the J months, January, June, and July. No excuse for a machine. December, just another outline of birthday in July. Oh wow. D-2. Yes. So I think I did that a lot too. When I first started out, I bought, like if I would see a paper pad on sale, like if I went to Tuesday morning or something, I'd buy it and think, oh, I'll just in case, I might not see this again. But I'm not going to use them all. Oh, these are left from Lizi. I'll add that link too. Where's my notepad? Love from Lizi. Love from Lizi. And she used to be in the UK, but she moved to Canada. And so shipping is a lot faster now. Have that monster circle punch for the half circle. Oh, I could do that. Grandmother's right. Yep. Oh my goodness, I missed. Yes, Jenna, a lot of cat scrappiness. Send me a message, Jenna. I'll let you know what I have. See if you want some of it. Let me do. Oh yeah, KS is cat scrappiness. Okay, see, I missed the chat. Okay, let me put some peel-offs here. So these are left from Lizi peel-offs. So when I ordered these, she was still in the UK. Um, and I did it when she had free shipping. So that was the only way for me to be able to justify doing that. But that's what I did. And I just bought like she has like individual, individual sheets of peel-offs, or she has like a multi-pack with different colors in there. She has plain strips, she has decorative, she has little shapes, like she has stars and hearts and circles. She has a lot of stuff. She has card kits, you guys. She has card kits. In fact, keep an eye on my channel. There may be something coming out soon about a card kit. Maybe. Okay, get this peel off here. I think I'm at the point where I could use a nap, guys. Swimming does that to me too. I mean, it just relaxes me so much that I just want to take a nap. Okay, so I need that circle. Oh, and I needed a little flag here. Look, I have a piece just big enough. How are we doing on the chat? Yeah, love the peel-offs. I absolutely love them. Let me get that circle. Should I do it the circle out of the polka dots? Or let me find, you know what? It doesn't have to be a circle. Guys, it doesn't have to be a circle. I'm gonna put this cow on there. Or maybe this one. This one. This one's pretty. They're all pretty. Yeah, it doesn't, like when you're doing the card sketches, you guys, they're a jumping off point. You can make them your own. A lot of times she'll just say a shape, or she'll say any shape. Like on this one, she said a cluster of 3 objects. So they don't have to be circles. I just made them circles. But like you can change things up. So I'm going to make this a square instead of a circle, so I don't have to pull out another die and die cut more. And then yesterday we spent, it's going to be over this. That's okay. I'm okay with it. Oh, and you know what else I might do? Hold on. I didn't trim the black off one edge. I saw it. Yesterday we went with my mother-in-law and my niece. It was the first Father's Day without my brother-in-law, without her dad. And so we just wanted to be there to support her, because that's rough. The first, not that it doesn't hurt any, it doesn't hurt any less all the subsequent Father's Days, but the first one's rough. It's really rough. Okay, I have some like scratched up mirror cardstock here that I can use like silver foil. So we spent some time over there with him. Because I remember the first Father's Day without my dad. I was just beside myself. I still miss him. I mean, he passed in 12 years ago, and I still miss him like if it was yesterday. But I try and do things to make him proud, and I think I do okay. Oh, that'll be pretty, right? Yes. I think I do okay to make him proud. I was daddy's girl, so I think no matter what I did, I made him proud. I was very spoiled by my father. Very, very spoiled. Okay, I made that bigger, so I'm going to trim this down a little. Put it there. I just vacuumed my room yesterday, so I'm trying not to throw things on the floor right now. Being thrown off to the side. Am I going to make it? I'm going to make it. I'm going to make it. I'll get this done before we have to head out for the day. Okay, and then I need a card base, but probably needed a matte layer on that too, huh? Ah, blah, 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 blah. The black looks pretty, right? I'm going to do the black. Just grabbing whatever scraps I can find. And then I'll trim it down a bit so it's not quite as big of a mat. Okay. I didn't even ask you guys, how was your Father's Day? What did you guys do? Anything fun? Anything fun? And let me grab a card base, and we're going to get this done before 10 o'clock. Yay, I'll have done 2 cards in 1 hour. It doesn't take me long, right? Yeah, PLFs are the best. Hi, Nima, how are you? PLFs are very popular in Europe. You have tons of strips, ornamental sentiments from lots of different companies, but most of mine from the Netherlands. Oh, wow. Wow. He doesn't like to celebrate Father's Day, huh? It's rough no matter when they go. Um, my husband's grandfather, when he passed, he was, I want to say 96 or 97. But he had a stroke, and then I don't know what happened. He was in the hospital, and he was in ICU, and he was on life support, and they told us, and it was right before Christmas. I mean, it was actually my birthday. We were there on the 23rd. And then on the 24th, they said there's nothing else we can do. We're going to have to take him off life. If that's what the family wants, we'll take him off life support. And so we said yes, because he didn't want to be on machinery. And we said yes, he wants to be taken off life support. And they said, okay, we'll wait till after Christmas. And we were like, why are you going to wait till after Christmas? And they said, well, because then if he passes on Christmas, it's going to be very difficult for the family. And we're like, it's going to be difficult for the family regardless what day he passes. But we don't want him. He didn't want to be on machines. So we're like, no, just take him off the machinery. So they took him off the machinery on Christmas Eve. We were there. We spent Christmas Eve and Christmas Day in the hospital. And he did not pass away till the day after Christmas. And we think, I believe, truly believe, he was waiting to say goodbye to one last grandchild that hadn't gone to see him yet. She was having a hard time, and she did not go in to see him. And we told her, you need to say goodbye. He's waiting for you, and he's suffering. So you need to go in there and say goodbye to him. And so she did. And right after she said her goodbyes is when he passed. So we all firmly believe that's what he was waiting for. You called your dad. Nice. Yeah, it's so rough. So rough. Okay, what did I do with the other card, you guys? Yeah. No matter how organized I try and be, there it is. Okay, guys, I did it. So I did 2 cards. I did sketch number 6 and sketch. I don't have a sentiment on here. Sentiments. I'm not quite done. let's see. I also printed the rectangle sentiments. I did, didn't I? Um, here's some Father's Day ones. So I can just put, hmm, hmm, hello, little one. All right. You still have your dad. My mom died Christmas Day 2000. I still have my mom. My mom is 90 years young, still going strong. So I'm very fortunate. And I'm very blessed that, like, I live close to all my kids and all my grandkids and my mom and my sister and my brother. So I'm really lucky. Really, really lucky. Okay. Let me move this sentiment and got 1 minute, guys. 1 minute. I can put it right here. I'm just going to trim it down a little bit more and a little bit more on this side. And then I'm going to do a little kind of fishtail here. Oh yeah, I like that. Okay. And I'll fill this up and then I will have completed 2 cards. Do I do it up here? I know there's a flag up there. Okay. Right here. Why do I struggle placing things? Okay, now I completed 2. Yay! In time, 10 o'clock. Made it. Ah. Oh, that was nice. Yeah, we just, um, I like to celebrate my husband and my son and my sons-in-law because um, I tell the men that and my sons-in-law, I thank them because, for example, my oldest daughter has 3 of my grandchildren from her first husband and then the babies from the second. And getting ready for your live later today. What time, friend? What time? Maybe I'll be back in time. And so I am forever grateful to him because the first husband has never really been present for the kids, and I'd rather he wasn't present anyway. So my her second husband he treats the kids like they're his, and I'm so lucky for that, and I'm so blessed for that because they look up to him as a father figure too. So I'm really blessed with that. My youngest daughter, her partner, he's a wonderful dad. He's wonderful to my daughter, so I'm blessed with that. My third daughter, he treats her son from a first marriage like his own. So again, blessed for that. And then they have their child together. And then my son, he treats his daughters like princesses. So very lucky. And then my husband. My husband's amazing. What did you find? What did you find? Once leftover dulce de leche lollipop. Oh my goodness! It was still good? Okay, all right, I'll believe you. I'm surprised there was a one left. 3:30 Central. Okay, so I should be back by then. Alrighty, friends. I'll be back next Monday, 9 a.m. Pacific time. I'll try and prep the night before, so when I go to my aquafit class on Monday morning, I'm not scrambling to get stuff done. Who knows? Maybe we'll finish the rest of the cards. Maybe I'll cut the paper and finish the rest of my cards for my June entry. Are we still in June next Monday? Yes, we still are in June next Monday. But thank you for being here. I appreciate you. You guys are awesome, awesome, awesome. And I will see you. Yeah, I believe you. I believe you that you ate it. The dulce de leche ones, though, they last a little longer. So I'm sure it was still good. So have a great week, everyone. I'm gonna head out, go get those things I needed at Michael's, get something to make for dinner, probably make spaghetti, so because it's easy, and then do some more cleaning and destashing. All right, we'll talk soon. Bye, friends.